Here I am standing in front of the 2020 Land Rover Defender, and I have to say, standing in front of this looks like nothing else on the road, and it does have a lot of the same characteristics as the old model. It's definitely an interesting design. So I do want to talk about some of the updates. So this grille area is going to be new, but it still has the same characteristic as the older model. And looking here at the headlight, you do have just, you know, actually this is a very interesting thing. I didn't even notice this. There is no glass here, so I can actually stick my hand basically to the headlight unit, and it is LED. Now up here you do have your signature name scheme across the top, as with any Land Rover. Up on the hood, we have a little patch here. This is a very unique design touch, black matte patch that says the 110. And then turning around to the wheels. Of course, this is a very off-road worthy vehicle, so you are going to have big fat tires with your signature 5-spoke design. These are actually 20-inch wheels. And then going up, you have Defender branding, a blacked out mirror, and then of course at the side, this is going to be an area where, you know, it's a giant box, so this is going to be a very square design reminiscent of the older model, except here we have a blacked out roof design. As you will notice, the B-pillar here is also blacked out, and then this box right here, this is also another thing that does not look like anything else on the road here. And then here at the back, you are going to find that rugged design again. You do have the big spare tire on the back, as well as really cool looking LED taillights, very similar to the ones in the front where they don't have a shell, it goes right through. And then you do also have a handle to open the trunk. And then in addition to that, this particular one has a ladder here on the side. Once again, no other vehicle will have this. It's just a very unique touch that is offered with this new Land Rover Defender. Now here on the inside, this is not going to be your typical luxury SUV because this has ruggedness at its core value here. That is not to say that it is not nice here though. I do want to point out a few different things that are way different than any other vehicle. Starting with these seats, this was honestly the first thing that I noticed when I got inside. It's kind of a mixture of cloth and some type of weird leatherette material. It does still feel very nice, although it is different than most of its rivals. And then in front of the passenger here, in front of the driver, we do have a nice steering wheel, leather airbag cover, leather going all the way through here. And then you will notice this Defender has a really cool storage shelf with Defender branding, and it does even go behind the screen. Another really unique design touch here with this Defender. And then dropping down, we do have an electronic shifter, as well as your climate controls. And then, you know, you're gonna find, you know, once again, another unique area where it has storage. You know, you have holes on each side and it drops through, as well as your outlets and traditional center console. Now this first look wouldn't be complete without me talking about the door trim. Once again, very unique design. You have actually exposed like screw holes here. Really makes for a rugged look. And then it is have that kind of weird vinyl leatherette mixture material all through here. It is nicely padded. And then your door handle is down here, as well as your memory seat buttons. Now, like a Lexus GX, you open the cargo area off to the side. It's not a regular traditional opening tailgate. And when you do, once inside, you know, you wouldn't think a cargo area could be different than a normal car, but this area is actually different than most vehicles in this class, because first thing you notice is that you have windows here on the roof on each side. Very unique, very cool. I'm actually a really big fan of that. That's a very nice touch, maybe if you're camping in the back. And as far as how they finish it back here, we do have, you know, air suspension to lower it down if you're loading things in, as well as several outlets. Well, that sums up this first look at the 2020 Land Rover Defender. Obviously, this is a very unique vehicle, as you would expect from the styling, and I was quite shocked at a lot of the things that are included in this model. So hopefully we'll get a chance to do a full review on this coming soon, and until then, be sure to subscribe by hitting that button down below.